Okay. 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 All right. All right. All right. I mean, all right. All right. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing so far. This is exactly what I thought I'd see. This is what I thought I'd see. I thought I'd see some huge L's taken. Thought I'd see some huge L's taken today. How's it going, guys? It's MWT here with another NBA recap video for you guys. December 20th NBA recap videos. Make sure you like the video if you are new and subscribe to the channel with post notifications turned on. Remember, we're trying to hit 200 before 2020 begins. Wouldn't that be great, just hitting 200 subscribers before 2020? That would be really cool. Going to 2020 with 200. Now, I need to give a huge shout out to a guy that had his notification turned on, that he subscribed to my channel, and I saw his username. And you know what? I subscribed back because why not? We're all trying to get to 1,000. It's Mako. That's what I'm calling you. It's like ITZMACO. I'm calling you It's Mako. It's Mako. So, thank you for subscribing. Thanks for all the people that are subscribing to the channel. We got to get into these NBA recaps, though. There are so many of you to name so far. And I just want to say, that kid went down 4 subscribers, so his bots didn't work. Now, the first game we got to go over is Cleveland took on the Memphis Grizzlies in this game. And Cleveland, for some reason, won this game. 114-107, the final score. Taking a look at it, I could get to the box score. Memphis's main scorer was Jaren Jackson Jr. He had 24 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 blocks. And for Cleveland, it was off the bench Jordan Clarkson, actually. He had 33 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. Now, matchup-wise, the Grizzlies came back from being down 8 to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm talking about largest lead. And they went up by 12 in the fourth quarter, but they blew that really fast and lost the game by 7. Memphis, man, you got to be on top of your game, because if you're going to ride on with Jaren Jackson Jr., you're going to have Ja Morant coming in. You guys are 12th place. I mean, you're doing good. But if you want to be in that upper echelon, you got to start playing hard. You got to start playing harder. Let's go on to the next game. The Pacers beat the Sacramento Kings. I mean, we all saw this coming, right? We all saw this coming. The Pacers were going to win. 119-105 is the final score. And I made big quarters to really go over. Sacramento's main scorer was Richaun Holmes with 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 block. And for Indiana, it was TJ Warren, 23 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. Matchup-wise, the Kings were up by 6 points twice in the first quarter, but then the Pacers basically went on a tear and basically blew up in the entire game. They blew up in the entire game. I can't even speak. They blew open the entire game, and they were up by 23 points in the fourth quarter. And that is all she wrote. That's murder she wrote, because the Kings couldn't come back from that big of a deficit. Now, the next game, Boston beating the Detroit Pistons. Boston wins again. Wow. 114-93, the final score. And I didn't watch this game, but I can imagine that it was a really good game, even though the Pistons only had 10 players overall. Main scorer for them, Thon Maker. For the Detroit Pistons, Thon Maker was the highest scorer. 15 points, 7 rebounds, 1 steal. And for Boston, it was tied between 2 players. And Taco Fall played, and I was happy when Taco Fall came in. I heard about it. I heard about it all over social media. I heard about it. I watched videos of it. But I didn't watch the entire game. Sorry. So Jason Tatum had 26 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. But Jaylen Brown had 26 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, but he had 3 turnovers. So who do I give it in this case? I give it to Jaylen Brown, because he had the better overall game. Now, Pistons were up by 4 points in the first quarter, and that was the beginning of the game. After that, they never led, and it got to a point where the Boston Celtics were up by 27 points 3 different times in the fourth quarter. That's how bad this game got. This game got really bad. This game got really bad, really quickly. So that's pretty much detailing everything from that game. Now, Toronto beat the Washington Wizards. Yeah, Toronto beat the Wizards. 122 to 118, the final score. The Toronto Raptors had a 40-point to 23-point first quarter. Surprising, ain't it? No. Washington's main scorer was Bradley Beal. He had 37.7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal. And for Toronto, it was none other than that flopping fish known as Kyle Lowry. 26 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal. But he had 5 turnovers. Now, matchup-wise, the Washington Wizards were up by 2 points, and that was the first bucket of the game. They let the Raptors go up by 18 in the second quarter. And then, they came back. They tied the game. But then they couldn't finish it and lost the game by 4. They tried. I know, they tried. They couldn't do it. Now, Miami beat the New York Knicks. We all saw this coming. All knew the Knicks were going to lose to the Miami Heat. 129 to 114, the final score. Even though the Knicks had a 40-point to 31-point fourth quarter, why even try? You are tanking. Now, the New York Knicks main scorer was off the bench, Bobby Portis, 30 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, and for Miami, it was Bam Adebayo again. 20 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Now, matchup-wise, the Knicks never led, and the Heat were up by 34 points in the third quarter, and they still won the game by 15. No comeback will beat the Miami Heat. Next game. Oh my God, the Mavericks are beating the Raptors 86 to 63 at the end of the third. Wow. Now, Dallas, speaking of Dallas beat the Philadelphia 76ers 117 to 98, the final score in regulation. I was shocked when I heard the news that Philadelphia lost to the Mavericks. This team is deep, even without Luka Doncic. Tim Hardaway, main scorer, 27 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Philadelphia's main scorer, Joel Embiid again, with 33 points, 17 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Now, matchup-wise, the 76ers were up by 8 points in the first quarter. They blew that, never led the entire game, and it got to the point where the Mavericks were up by 19 points, their largest lead, which they won the game by. So, Philadelphia, you got to work on it. People are calling you title favorites because you have one of the deepest rosters in the entire NBA, and you're sitting at 4th. Fix it. Now, let's go on to the next game. Oklahoma City beat the Phoenix Suns. This was the only one I think I got wrong. The Thunder beat the Suns. Let me tell you something. When the third quarter is basically 44 to 41, you got a problem. But the Thunder win an exhilarant game. For the Phoenix Suns, their main scorer was Ricky Rubio. 24 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal. And for Oklahoma City, it was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 32 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Now, matchup-wise, the Suns were up by 5 points. That was the beginning of the game. We all understand. And then the Oklahoma City Thunder went up by 20 points and practically almost won the game by 20 points. They won it actually by 18, but it was close. Now, next game we got to look at right here is the Denver Nuggets beating the Minnesota Timberwolves 109 to 100, the final score in regulation. Pretty boring game, actually. This was boring. Minnesota's main scorer was Andrew Wiggins with 19 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And then Denver's main scorer was Jamal Murray. 28 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. Matchup-wise, Timberwolves never led. It was to the point in the fourth quarter where the Nuggets were up by 19 points. Now, I know the Nuggets play the Lakers tonight when I'm making this video. And I know Anthony Davis is probably going to be out, and so is LeBron because he's doubtful. Lakers are losing their 3rd game in a row. Watch them lose to the Nuggets. Watch them lose, guys. One of the deepest rosters in the Western Conference, and the Nuggets. You're facing off against the Lakers with no LeBron and no AD. And even if they play on the court, they're not 100%. So, what's going to happen? Y'all about to take a big fat L. That's what's about to happen. Shove it down your throat. Now, Portland beat the Orlando Magic. We all knew this was coming. 118 to 103, the final score. Why does it feel like Orlando's on a downward spiral? It feels like that, truly. It truly feels like that. They are a half game ahead of the Charlotte Hornets for 8th. They are 4 games behind the Brooklyn Nets, and they are a game ahead of my Chicago Bulls. Because my Bulls are on a tear right now. Now, Orlando's main scorer was Nikola Vucevic. 23 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, 6 steals, 2 blocks. 6 steals, man. Wow. And then for Portland, Damian Lillard again. 36 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. Matchup-wise, the Orlando Magic were up by 2 points. Then Portland went on a tear and went up by 21 points in the fourth quarter. So, you got a choice to make, Orlando. Y'all can either start tanking and try to get a better draft pick, or you can pretend you're still a contender. 12-17 is not good in the Eastern Conference. I am already convinced one of these teams that makes the Eastern Conference 8th seed is going to have a losing record. It might be my Bulls. It might not be my Bulls. We don't know what's going to happen. And finally, the last game we got to go over. Golden State somehow beat the Pelicans, and I am confused. I'm confused. I don't know how it happened, but the Warriors won 106 to 102, the final score. They had a 31 point to 16 point first quarter. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know how. Pelicans' main score tied between 2 different players. Brandon Ingram had 25 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, but he had 4 turnovers. And then you got Drew Holiday with 25 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers. Who had the better game in my opinion? I would go with Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram had the better game overall. I'm sorry. That's how I feel about it. Now, Golden State's main score was D'Angelo Russell. 25 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. Now, matchup-wise, the Golden State Warriors were up by 20 points 2 different times in the second quarter. How do y'all blow that by the fourth? They blew it and let the Pelicans go up by 6 points 2 different times in the fourth quarter. But guess what? They were like, you know what? The Warriors were like, we want this game, even though we just gave you a 20-point lead. And yeah, they came back and won the game by 4. That's all I gotta say, man. This is ridiculous. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and turn on post notifications. And shout out again to It's Mako, because that was great. Now, I'll see you guys next time.